Everyone says Japan is clean, safe, and full of sushi. But no one warns you about the culture shock, the weird toilets, or why ordering coffee might get you kicked out. Here's what most travel guides won't tell you, but you seriously need to know before you go. Japan is one of the most visited countries in the world, and for good reason. It's beautiful, it's unique, it's got vending machines that sell hot soup and trains that run to the second. But behind the Instagram perfect photos and travel blogs, there's a whole other side of Japan that most tourists only find out when it's too late. This video isn't about what to see, it's about what to expect. Let's be real, Japan can be confusing. Not just because of the language, but because the rules, the unspoken social rules, are completely different. What's considered polite in your country might be rude in Japan. And if you don't know these things, you might offend someone, waste money, or just have a much more stressful trip than you needed to. So today, we're going beyond temples and cherry blossoms. We're diving into the hidden struggles, surprises, and game-changing tips no one really talks about, until it's too late. 1. The language barrier is real. You've probably heard that many Japanese people speak English. But here's the thing, they usually don't. Especially outside major tourist spots like Tokyo or Kyoto, English isn't widely spoken, and signs can be confusing. Even using Google Translate won't always help when menus are handwritten or full of slang. Ordering food can become a guessing game. Taking the wrong train is way too easy. And even asking for help can feel awkward when people don't want to lose face by not understanding you. Tip: download Google Translate, yes, but also use image recognition and offline maps. And don't assume people will correct you. In Japan, people are so polite they'll smile and nod even if they have no idea what you said. 2. Cash is still king. You might think Japan is super high-tech, and it is. But somehow, credit cards are still not accepted everywhere. A lot of restaurants, shrines, temples, and even train ticket machines only take cash. And here's the kicker: not every ATM accepts international cards. You could find yourself completely out of money in a city that doesn't take Visa. Tip: stick to 7-Eleven ATMs. They usually work with foreign cards. And always carry some cash, especially when visiting smaller towns or local food markets. 3. Japanese toilets. A whole journey. You've heard about Japan's famous toilets with heated seats and built-in bidets. And yes, some of them feel like mini space stations. Many public restrooms, especially in rural areas or older buildings, still have squat toilets. No toilet paper, no soap, sometimes even no way to dry your hands. Tip: carry tissues and hand sanitizer at all times. Seriously. 4. Eating out has rules. You can't just sit down, order, eat, and leave like you do at home. Japan has rules, lots of them. Don't pour soy sauce all over your rice. Don't tip, it's considered rude. Don't walk around while eating. And for the love of sushi, don't mix wasabi into your soy sauce in front of a sushi chef. Also, some cafes are for members only, or you're expected to order food with your drink, or they'll ask you to leave. Tip: look around before doing anything. If no one else is eating while walking, neither should you. Follow what locals do, and when in doubt, just be quiet, polite, and respectful. 5. Personal space is a big deal. In Japan, people value personal space and silence, especially on public transport. You'll notice how quiet the trains are. No phone calls, no loud music, barely any talking. If you're used to chatting or laughing with your friends on the subway, you'll stand out. And not in a good way. Tip: keep your volume low. Wear headphones. And if the train is crowded, try not to take up too much room with bags or luggage. 6. Tattoos can be a problem. In many parts of the world, tattoos are seen as art or fashion. In Japan, they're still strongly associated with the Yakuza, Japan's organized crime groups. That means a lot of hot springs, onsen, gyms, and pools will either ask you to cover up your tattoos, or deny you entry altogether. Tip: bring tattoo covers or long sleeves. 7. Booking can be complicated. Many hotels in Japan don't accept bookings from foreigners online, especially traditional ryokans or rural stays. Sometimes, websites are in Japanese only, or they need payment in person. Even for restaurants, some places require reservations in Japanese, and walk-ins might be turned away. Tip: use local booking platforms like Rakuten Travel or Japanican, or consider a travel agent if you want something specific like a ryokan or Michelin star sushi. And if you're trying to book something fancy, have a local help if possible. 8. You'll never feel more like an outsider. Japan is warm and friendly, but it's also extremely homogeneous. You'll be treated with respect, but you'll always feel like an outsider. And that's just how it is. You might notice stares, especially in rural areas. You might feel excluded or ignored in certain places, not out of hate, but because people are shy or afraid they can't communicate with you. 9. It's the little things that make it amazing. Okay. After everything we've talked about, you might be thinking, why go at all? But here's the truth. Japan is one of the most incredible places you'll ever visit because of these differences. The silence on trains? Peaceful. The cash-only shops? Full of local charm. The bowing, the politeness, the small details, these are what make Japan unforgettable. Yes, it's not always easy. But once you get used to the way things work, it starts to feel like a whole different world, and one you'll miss the second you leave. So yeah, Japan isn't just cherry blossoms and sushi rolls. It's full of surprises, some amazing, some confusing. But if you go in prepared, knowing what no one tells you, you'll have a way better time than most tourists. You'll avoid the awkward moments. You'll connect with locals, and you'll come home with stories no one else has. If this helped, watch our next video. It'll save you even more travel headaches.